Hey guys, isn't it hard to believe that this whole documentary was started in 2007? Well, it's 2011 now, and I thought I should give you a little update on what I've been up to for the past 4 years. Time flies so fast, and so much has happened in that time. Let's take a look back on the adventure. 2007. After the filming of the Formula video, 2007 was coming to a close. In that time, I finally released my second EP titled Last One Standing, and I finished up the year with a CD release party at the Crossroads in Garwood, New Jersey. 2008. Let's just say that 2008 was a lot of rocking out. I managed to discover some awesome new bands, and probably attended at least a show every other week. I also managed to make some new friends along the way, but we'll get to that later. Wow. Aside from discovering a lot of good music, I was busy in a lot of other ways. I traveled, I got my nose pierced, wrote a lot of songs. I even met some amazing people. Here I am with May Pang and Cynthia Lennon. I had a lot of work to do with my own music. Things started heating up for me once summer rolled around. I played some festivals in New York City, and some smaller but well-known venues around the Jersey Shore. As summer came to a close, I made my television debut on NBC Philadelphia's 10 show. I won the Fully Loaded Vocale Contest in New York City, and I even got to play New York City's ING Marathon. That was a really great experience. During the fall, I did some in-store performances at FYE music stores around Central Jersey. Some unexpected guests even decided to pop in. Here I am with Redman, recording artist and rapper extraordinaire. He even bought both of my CDs. Toward the end of the year, I managed to peak at number 4 in the pop genre and number 38 in overall genres on IndieCharts.com. That was a great feeling. Then, I lost my job when the economy started to go downhill, which wasn't such a great feeling. I had to fire my booking agent and figure out where my life and music was headed. 2008 was coming to a close. 2009. This was the year that I found my freedom. Music had started to stand still for me a little bit, and I really needed a way to freshen up my perspective on things. So I packed my bags and I decided to head to the West Coast. I started up in Seattle, the grunge capital of the world. I checked out the market, bought some cool merchandise, chowed down on Seattle-style fish and chips, and did some karaoke. My pal Turner and I then decided to head down to LA in our little wooden truck that could. That's Penny. We moved into a little house with a bunch of friends who went to LA for the same reasons. We were all so creative, and the experiences that I had in that house, I wouldn't trade for the world. From impromptu music videos, to makeovers, and photo shoots, family dinners, and baking parties. We were quite the eclectic bunch. We even had the chance to host some rockin' house parties. The move to LA was great for me, and I also had the chance to get my music exposed to a different part of the country entirely. I performed in major label showcases, and even had my red carpet moment. I felt so glamorous. This was probably one of the proudest moments of my indie artist life. Besides all the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, I won the Stereo Fame Artist of the Month contest. I had done a lot in the 6 months I was there, but all things must come to an end. I ultimately decided to move back to the East Coast. I finished out the rest of the summer back home in New Jersey and found new management. We did a new photo shoot and preps to revamp my website, justinasworld.com. It was a lot of fun playing dress up, but we had some serious work to do. It was time to shop around for a production deal, but things were going pretty slow. So I had the chance to get back into some philanthropy work. I donated my song, Am I the Only One, to the Invisible Children organization, which aims to bring awareness to the children's soldiers of northern Uganda. It was featured on the Songs for the Invisible Children compilation, alongside of many other great artists. I also played the charity event in New York City, which was sponsored by Indigo Planet Records. Shortly after, I had also gotten the news that I had made it to #1 in overall genres on IndieCharts.com. I couldn't believe it! What a way to start the new year. 2009 was my year of new experiences. 2010. Aside from leading the indie charts, the beginning of 2010 brought me some much needed positivity. I won the Stereo Fame Artist of the Month contest for a second time and was the only artist to ever win the contest twice. Soon after, LA-based author and playwright Alex Austin used my tune Write Me a Song as part of his book soundtrack to his newest release, the Red Album of Asbury Park Remixed. It was such an honor to be part of a book whose plot was based where I started my very own music career. Things with my management seemed to pick up a bit when they set me up with Jens Gad, a very accomplished songwriter and producer. He produced the European band Enigma in the 1990s. We worked on some songs to pitch to some pretty big people. I won't mention any names, but let's just say that none of them actually bit. That's just the nature of the business. My management contract eventually ended, and I was left feeling pretty unaccomplished with my solo material. This was where my partner in crime comes in. I'd like to introduce you to Avinash Patel. We met back in 2008 and really bonded over music. We had actually started writing together in 2009, but it wasn't until the spring of 2010 when we really put our heads together to come up with some awesome new collaborative original material. We started up a web show on Block TV titled The Justina and Abby Show. On this show, we showcased our original songs to viewers and even caught the attention of ex-Wind-Up Records recording artist turned producer John Santos. He was in the band Seven Wiser, who had hits on major motion picture soundtracks, such as The Punisher and Wes Craven's Cursed. He really loved what we were doing and offered to help us out. We hit his studio, 1176 Studios in Whitestone, New York, to start our first demo as a band. Our first single, Magnetic Poetry, even landed a spot on the web series titled Hollywood Girl. The only problem was, our band needed a name. We were pretty set on the name Stelladeora, which is a name for the daylily and also means Star of Gold. We eventually put together a 3-piece acoustic band introducing Ryan Wilson on the bass and played our first show at Stelladeora on December 1st at the Downtown in Red Bank, New Jersey. Nothing like a brand new project to bring in the new year. 2011. We managed to kick off our new year when we landed our very first on-air radio performance in Times Square, New York City. Frankie D's The Real Radio Show, unscripted and full of raw energy, showcases the best in unsigned talent. They even have featured some pretty crazy guests in the past, like Elvira, Joan Jett, Lou Ferrigno, and LL Cool J. It felt really great to be part of something like this so early on in our career. We were even able to score our drummer, Russ Ippoliti. Everyone had a great time, and we got to meet some pretty cool people in the process. Our story was already making local headlines. So what's in store for the future, you ask? Stelladeora plans to finish up our debut EP in the spring of 2011 and take the music world by storm. To get more information about where you can find us, please visit stelladeora.tumblr.com. So, there you have it. That's what I've been up to for the past 4 years. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys continue to follow my journey, and I hope to update you as best as I can.